down and turning down sound. You crazy? You crazy, man? Walking up and down and turning down sound. You crazy? You crazy, man? You crazy? Laser beam.
Hello viewers! Today I'm going to talk to you about Negi, a method in the game to increase sustained turn rate in most top tier jets. I'll explain to you what it is, how to do it, why it works, and show you some examples and exceptions. Please enjoy the video. Before your eyes now is a turn graph for the F-16 ADF in-game. The hot pink line, which is emphasised, is the sustained turn without any energy change, so that's a constant turn at a constant speed. When turning as hard as possible on instructor by using your pitch up key, in my case S, you go at about Mach 0.3 or 375 km an hour. The green line represents the turn rate you get at this speed. However, what you'll notice is that this is far from the peak turn rate, and by going just a couple hundred kilometers an hour faster, you can get a much higher turn rate by over 2 degrees a second. So how do we achieve this? Well, I'll show you in this example, but first take a look at the key overlay. S is my pitch up key, W is my pitch down key, A and D are left and right roll, and F and G are left and right rudder. But you only need to focus on S and W for this example. So here, me and Ibis are starting out in a relatively equal rate position, both holding S. And what I'm going to do is start tapping W, or the negative pitch key, Neg-G, and begin to gain speed. At first you sacrifice a little bit of angle, but what you'll notice is that over time we gain a lot of speed, and as you saw on the graph earlier, we'll gain turn rate, and over time we will eventually win. As you can see here, he's gained a little bit of angle. And you do have to mash the pitch down key a lot. As you can see, I'm pressing it very quickly. But here the positions are now around equal, and I have far more speed. At this point I've started to gain lots of angle, and I still have far more speed than him. And then when you feel you can take the other guy out, you cash all your speed in for an attack. Just like that. So let's take a look at it in TAC view. I'll bring the camera nice and high so you can see both circles, and remember, I am the yellow line. At the start of our rate, we both have equal speed and equal position. However, once I begin to Neg-G, you can see the circle noticeably widens, and Ibis for the first few turns will gain some angle. But at this point, I'll have gained enough speed to start outrating him, as you saw on the graph. So despite my circle being so much larger, I'm actually completing it faster than he is. At this point, you can see I've gained angle, and I'm going almost 200 km an hour faster. This enables me to use all my speed to pull in very tightly and make an attack. So if that makes us rate better, then why don't we rate up here in the graph, where we're faster and the peak rate is achieved? Well, there's a good reason for that, and let me show you in this example. So here I'm going to stay fast and Neg-G above 850 the whole time. But what you'll notice immediately is that at this speed you can black out and your circle is so much wider than your opponent's. Compounding that is the fact that you give up a sharp tight turn, and you give up a lot of position on that first turn. What this means is that your opponent can quite easily turn inside you and gain mountains of position without much effort. By Negiing when they are near you, they're able to create offset and make a really easy attack by pulling in. Just like that. Now since Negi works so well in F16, let's give it a go in Mirage 2000. Holding not too fast a speed here, about 660. And what you'll notice is, Ibis gains monumental amounts of position on me. That's strange. And as you can see, no matter how much I try to keep the speed, I'm just not doing anything to him. He's getting more and more position, and I'm just flying in front of him. To the point where he gets a shot quite easily in 2 turns. So what's that about then? Before you now is the turn graph for the Mirage 2000. What you'll notice is the speed at which you S-hold, the turn rate, is not that much slower than if you were to be going a couple hundred kilometers an hour faster, and if you want a noticeable difference in turn rate, you have to be going so fast that you'd be constantly blacked out, or your circle would be far too wide. As a result, this means that Negi is not optimal play in a plane like the Mirage 2000. In summary, Negi, or increasing the sustained turn rate of your plane by tapping pitch down repeatedly and quickly, is useful in most but not all top tier planes. Remember not to go too fast lest your circle be too wide and you run the risk of blackouts, and remember not to go too slowly lest you miss out on the benefits of increased sustained turn. Negi can be used in all aspects of a dogfight, however in this video, for purely demonstrative purposes, only rate fights are shown. Go out and experiment on yourself and figure out what you can do. This has been the first video in what I hope I'm motivated enough to turn into a series of top tier dueling tutorials, and thank you very much for watching, and fingers crossed I'll see you in the next one.